Hey guys, it's Teliah from Vitamin Goals. Welcome back to my channel. I bring you videos on goals, motivation, budgeting, building your dream life, and general lifestyle videos as well. So let's get into today's video. So we're on the floor. Welcome to my floor. I'm struggling to find nice areas in my house to film, so I decided today it's going to be on the floor next to my dying plant that's got dust all over it. I also look very sporty today, but I promise you I've done zero fitness at all. I'm even wearing my slippers. So today's video is going to be our elopement budget. I really wanted to film this video because when I was planning my wedding or elopement, I was coming to YouTube relentlessly for videos on how much things cost, you know, what is the cost of a wedding, you know, pretty much everyone's wedding videos. I was watching all of them. I loved them. So I really wanted to create some for you guys as well. What I did find is that a lot of the content on YouTube is very helpful for people that are on a budget. Everyone's on a budget with their wedding, but I mean like a low budget, which is great because we do need those options for a lot of people, but I really truly didn't find anything that sort of aligned with my budget because my budget was high. I would say quite high for an elopement. I would say on par with a wedding, maybe. You know, I was just struggling to find content out there that gave me an idea of the vibe that I wanted for my elopement or wedding, matching that with how much it costs. So hopefully this helps some people out there that are currently planning their wedding or elopement, because it's a little bit more of a realistic budget in my opinion, because weddings are very expensive. They are very expensive. There are definitely always ways that you can make it cheaper. It's just my wedding budget. It's not tips on how to save any money because to be honest it was expensive. Like, be prepared for an expensive elopement if this is the kind of vibe that you're looking for your own personal wedding. Let's get into the budget side of the video. Okay, so I'm going to start with elopement essentials. So because I was getting married overseas, it was a non-negotiable to me that I needed a wedding planner. I needed somebody on the ground in Greece who knew all the suppliers. There was just no way I was going to be able to find suppliers and coordinate them. I think if you're very comfortable with that, then you might be able to save a little bit of money, but I could not recommend a wedding planner enough. Not only are they there to give you recommendations on all of the suppliers that they work with and that they love, on the day they make everything run smoothly. Like, you don't have to tell people where things go. You just have to show up, get ready, enjoy the day. And to be honest, I enjoyed the day so much. It was one of the best days of my entire life. Like, we just spent the morning together walking around Ia in Santorini. It was so peaceful, so magical, so beautiful. I didn't have to lift a finger. I didn't have to do anything really. Everything just happened around us. That was all thanks to our wedding planner. I will actually link her details in the description box because she deserves all the clients in the world. She was fantastic to the actual person I used. So her cost in, by the way, this is in Australian dollars. So this is not what they charge. They charge in euro, obviously. I've converted it all to Australian dollars. So the wedding planner costs $4,000, or $4,022. The photographer costs a lot of money. So photographer, again, something that I really wanted to put a lot of money into. She gave me a list of photographers. I looked at them all and I picked the best one. Like, I picked the most amazing photographers ever. They're just fantastic. So $5,661 for the photographer. They are also the videographer, so I just separated those costs to give you an idea of what they look like separated, but it was around $9,000 for photos, which is, I think, very high. I don't think anyone goes close to spending $10,000 on their videos and photos. To be honest, I'm blown away by the quality of the photos, the amount of photos, the way that they helped us through the entire photo shoot. That was super important to me. I've now got those photos and video forever, and it just was 100% worth it for me, the cost. But I would say that is quite high cost. There are some things that we put a lot of money into, and then some things that we didn't really put much money into, just to make it a little bit more within our budget, I guess. So videographer, $2,979. And then we got married at our accommodation, 5 nights accommodation at this like beautiful house, but the accommodation was $3,367. I thought that was great, because usually when you have a wedding, you have your accommodation and then you have to have your wedding venue separately. And typically, so 5 nights accommodation in this gorgeous house, and then you also get married there. It was just sort of like an all-in-one cost, so I thought it was quite good. So the total for the elopement essentials is $16,029. Now let's move on to beauty services. So poor Callum didn't really get any beauty services, but he just looks amazing no matter what, so lucky him. But my hair, again, this was planned through the wedding planner. She gave me a list of people and I chose which one that I liked the most. So my hair cost $246. My makeup cost $372. I did get a tan, $56.27. The reason it's so random is because I got a spray tan before we went over there, so in Australia, and I think that was like $40 or something. But then before that, I also tried this tanning lotion that kind of built up a gradual tan, because I wanted it to kind of be a little bit natural. But to be honest, sometimes it started getting a little bit orangey, or it got a little bit patchy, and it just wasn't as smooth as what it was. So that was the lotion, and then in the end I just kind of stopped that, put on just the normal spray tan. It would have been cheaper if I just did the spray tan. And then I got my eyebrows and eyelashes done, and that was $67.95. In Australia, I did that a couple of weeks before we left. So the total for the beauty services was $742.22. This one is the elopement attire. As you can see, the groom's suit says $0, and then it shows you what it actually costs, so $1,293. And then groom belt and shoes, again $0, but $268.91. But the reason why it's $0 to our particular wedding budget is because we actually purchased it through Callum's business. He was only gonna wear the wedding suit once, so we got a wedding suit that he could then turn into a everyday suit for his work. So he actually ended up getting 2 suits. That's the cost of both suits. So he got like a dark blue one, and then he got one that's like a little bit more beigey for the one that you see in the wedding pictures. Technically, we bought them for his work, so he can now wear that suit for work purposes. And we did the same with the shoes and the belt. So wedding bands, so this is my wedding band and my partner's wedding band together, so $1,715. We purchased from Natalie Marie Jewelry. My shoes were just $49.95. I just got them from, I think, Bellini shoes in Australia. Just some really nice small heels. They were covered by my dress as well, so I didn't want to spend any money on those. Let's talk about my dress now. You're probably seeing that price and dyeing. I dye too. When I look at that price, I 100% love my wedding dress. I think it's amazing. I was getting so many compliments on it. It was kind of a present to myself for no reason. I guess doing really well at work, so it could definitely afford it. It was definitely within our budget, but I will say that it is, like, when people ask me how much it costs, I go, oh yuck, do you really want to know? Because it's expensive. But yeah, so $17,000 dress. Obviously a dress is completely personal preference, so you don't need to spend $17,000 on a dress. There was honestly nothing that I could find that I loved as much as I loved this dress, so I just got it for myself. I just did it. That's the end. So elopement attire for all of us was $18,764.95. Legal expenses. Oh my God, it is so much money to get married, like just in the paperwork. And the process is horrible. It took me like 6 months to get all of this done. Anyway, so a celebrant, that's the person that we paid when we were there, $372. So we had to pay the town hall $223. Our wedding planner also met us the next day at the town hall to, you know, translate and take us through. They also helped me post my wedding dress back home because I really didn't want to carry it all around for the rest of the honeymoon. So they were amazing again. The consulate, $670, the CNI and apostles, $828, single status form, $61.90. So basically, I don't even think it's over yet. So I just got my marriage certificate back from Greece. Now I've got to get it translated into English, and then I've got to change my name on absolutely everything that I own, like cards and everything. And I'm pretty sure there are going to be costs involved in that. So the actual legal expenses will probably be ongoing. But I did hear that to get your license converted back into English by the Greek consulate, which I paid $670 to get everything translated into Greek from English, that is free. $2,154.90 is the total cost for the legal expenses so far. Elopement services, decor. So I actually had a higher budget for the decor than what the decor came in at. I think I wanted, like I said, $5,000 and it came in at $4,219. We didn't have any money towards transport because we got married at the place that we were accommodating at, so we didn't actually need transport, which is great. Music, we just created a Spotify playlist. We had a speaker that the wedding planner brought. That was all we needed for that. They did have the option to have a live band, but I didn't really want to pay for a live band for me and my partner. Sorry for the change of frame. My camera just ran out of storage. I had to sort that out. So we were up to music. Okay, so with the music, we just thought that a band, it wasn't really for us. It's a small area. It'd kind of be like they're playing music for us, and we just kind of wanted privacy, to be honest. So we just went with the Spotify playlist and it was fantastic. We had all of our favorite songs that we wanted to hear and it was great. Food, so food actually didn't cost us anything. They did give us the option to have a like 3-course chef cooked meal. It was expensive and not really us. We just wanted euros, to be honest. So we asked our wedding planner to get us euros from the local takeaway joint, and she ended up not charging us money for that, so it ended up being free. So that was pretty much more us, and yeah, it didn't cost us anything. And then drink, we bought our own drinks at just like the supermarket, and it was $4. $4,223 in total for elopement services, and most of that is towards the decor. So that's pretty much all of the costs for our wedding. So I will just go through the totals. So the essentials, which was like the videographer, the wedding planner, $16,029. Beauty came in at $742.22. The attire, wedding attire, $18,764.95. All the legalities, which is still ongoing, $2,154.90. And then other services, which really was just the decor mostly, $4,223. So the total cost of our elopement was $41,914 now, and 7 cents. So that's Australian dollars as well. That is including my dress. I would probably say that if you're trying to look for a more realistic budget, I wouldn't be putting $17,000 towards a wedding dress. So maybe $5,000. So if you got rid of that, it would be a lot less. And that would be a realistic elopement budget. Some things might be more important to you, like you might really love a 3-course chef cooked meal for your wedding. That will cost extra money. So this was just our wedding budget. I wouldn't change a single thing. I loved absolutely everything about our wedding, and yeah, it was just perfect. It was amazing. So $41,000 for our wedding. I didn't include flights because we actually went over there for a whole month, and I want to do another video once I sort out all the costs, because to be honest, it's a lot for the honeymoon as well. And I'll probably add the flights into the honeymoon section because there's a lot of travel that we did there. So yeah, obviously if you're gonna elope overseas, you do need to add the cost of flights to get you where you need to go. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gives you a little bit more of a realistic elopement budget, a wedding budget. Again, it's just what our wedding costs. Hopefully it helps you a little bit. Please like this video if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, and please also subscribe because it really supports the channel. Thank you so much to all the people who have subscribed already. I will see you in next week's video. Have a great week. Bye.